still available, honestly. Cloud9 are definitely, like, they're full showing, heavy dive, heavy melee already. So you're not really going to divert from that game plan. You just kind of go more into it. Even though it could be a little dangerous. They do have to splash some AP and some range there. All right, Ziggs with the follow-up.
I like this, actually. I like because it can follow up without having to put yourself in danger, too. You have this range to throw out your abilities and allow the Sejuani, the Leona, even the Yone to put themselves in harm's way. The only difficulty thing is that if Vi gets on top of you, if Ari gets on top of you, you are a little squishy, but that's just kind of the name of the game for the AD carry position. Rakan now locked in here for LYON. They want a little bit more opportunity for engaged tools.
I mean, they are, this time around, like, they're going playmaking on everybody for LYON. Like, everybody has some lockdown for themselves, so this definitely should be the recipe for some more proactive plays from the side of LYON, since all of them basically can be the ones to start out. And then they grab the Poppy, Licorice's favorite champion in the entire game, which he was such a pivotal part of the previous show match in.
But the Gnar counter, the range advantage, I saw the J span and I was like, okay, I like the Poppy now, but Gnar is still available, so Thanatos pulling it out. Known for just being able to...
That level 6 mid-jungle combo going.
Exactly. I saw a lot of Loki signs out there. They're cheering for their team. LYON fans cheering as well. We are into game number 2 of LYON versus C9. Welcome to the LTA North to LYON, and welcome back to C9 to the regions. We have a very early invade. Is this all members? No, there's one mid. Saint is not with them. It's a 4-champ invade. And we'll Saint get picked off here. He doesn't have a lot of vision in the line brush, but he sees Blabber, he sees Loki, and he's going to back off.
So these are the deep wards that we were talking about for lane swaps, the classic lane swap wards. They just make the entire line all the way down the top side, and then you drop that one ward off in the top. You can see a little bit over the wall, so you can try and see them when they walk to the lane to finally determine whose it's going to be. And with those wards, LYON will initiate their side of the lane swap with their duo on the top side, and then the wards should and will catch Gnar just about now. And they get their visual confirmation. They got their swap.
They're also going to spot where Blabber's starting. They know that it's bot side because they don't see top with all those wards placed down. So LYON with the early game information. We went into this game, though, talking about the mid laner for C9. I want to keep talking about that because this is what a lot of people have been talking about in the offseason for C9. Did they win the offseason, Kobe? Well, we actually have a timeline of how mid lane has looked because this has seemed to be the key that they can't quite get to fit in the C9 lock right now. They've swapped out their mid laner a lot over the last couple of years, and I think that adds an extra weight to the mid lane here for a player like Loki to come in.
Has kind of become that defensive the dark arts position at Cloud9, swapping so many. See if we can get a picture of all of them here. So many familiar faces. I'm still partial to the original. Hi, of course. Shout out to him. But you're talking about a lot of this recent history.
Yeah, shout out to Diplex, who also played for a brief amount of time in 2023 before Eminez came in to the seat. But you can see there were a lot of faces. In the last couple of years, C9 have been struggling to really lock down that one player that they want to have in the mid lane. But right now, we actually see Thanatos just walking around the map here, not exactly sure where he wants to be.
Licorice and Lions should be able to defend their dive no problem. Again, we kind of touched on this in the first series of the day too, but with the...
Ooh, big damage from Saint onto Loki right there.
With the increases to turret damage, as well as delaying that cannon until 4th wave, it gives you that time where we've seen FlyQuest do it as well here at LYON do it, but you can easily get your support over there at level 2 to defend the dive, and then also your top laner gets level 2. Loki here, though.
Ooh. Saint yet again. Oh, if that charm landed. Loki was in a world of hurt right there, but showing off. Saint is not interested in having that win rate get much worse for him as Licorice getting engaged on by Vulcan. Great from Lions there to just lock Sven up so that he couldn't follow up.
Yeah, and then then you're left in a world where, yes, Licorice is laning with LYON down here on the bottom side, which is fine for him. They do have plenty of shields, like these renewable shields to go in. You kind of trade your shield health for the CS. And then top side, the Varus is actually a very good individual laner as long as he does not get ganked. Varus actually even a very popular solo lane pick anyways, but bottom side gank.
Now we're going for another play. Sven has to flash away. Vulcan has it as well, but he might just be the sacrificial lamb. Does he want to go and burn the summoner spell? He will, and that will get him to safety. So C9, 2 summoners down.
Yep, Sven with the cover fire here. He gets a Vulcan out alive. Will be vulnerable, though. I do like how LYON are being more aggressive this time around.
Oh, yeah.
They initiate the lane swap. They go for the gank on bottom side, try and get those summoner spells. Now we'll see, can they convert some of these like cooldown advantages into actual kills for themselves?
But I do like the look much more from LYON. And if you like the look more from LYON, why not show it? Reminder that there is subscriptions to the LTA North Twitch channel that are open. So get that, get your custom emotes. There's a lot of cool ones. Do you have one in there, Kobe?
Smooth sellout, by the way.
Yeah?
Well, I must say, that was good. Yeah. That was good. I do have one in there.
I don't know if mine's in yet. It's going to be a bucket. Yeah, okay. I know that. I've been told that a bucket will be involved.
The famous LCS bucket. If you come to the actual studio in person,
we always give one away?
Yeah.
Well, usually during finals. I've already had people complain that we haven't given one away today, so I don't mean to get anyone excited.
You're digging yourself a deep hole here, buddy. You're making a lot of promises. I don't know if you can keep.
Daniel? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I heard one bucket out there. Does anybody want the bucket?
Okay. You don't even have it. He's promising
I don't have
stuff.
it.
He doesn't have it.
I'm just saying things.
I'm looking at him.
At this point, yeah. That's okay. That's someone else's problem right now as Licorice trying to get more control over this top lane. But this is the not exactly going the way that I expected with the Gnar versus the Poppy matchup, because when I think of the range versus the Poppy, you're going to get a lead. But because of how the lane swaps worked, Licorice actually has way more CS at this point than I would have expected.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty nice to get your early tier too, so you can go into your Fimbulwinter with the Poppy. So got like a decent purchase off. Got to lane a little bit with Lions down there. Felt quite good for him. And then the Poppy pick is going to be strong as you go into the team fights, and that's where he really shines with it. That's why this is his favorite champion of all time, is because of the power in team fights and his ability to shut down all these carries with dashes.
And the power of the team fights and how they happen in the current meta. It's all around these objectives like the Grub, like the Atacon. If you can just knock away the enemy jungler, well, boom, you get the big objective win. As right now we're fighting for an objective. It's the Grub focused. Licorice in trouble though with Thanatos. Actually has the level lead, chase him down under turret, stunned into the wall! Licorice with the outplay, first blood!
That's your Poppy main right there!
Oh, Blabber wants to trade it. Loki, though, with the Fate Sealed over the top. Odie in trouble, but he gets knocked away. Blabber's not there. It's just Loki in a 1v2. Has a backup of the support. Vulcan comes in, but here's Sate. Here Lions. C9 way over eager. Blabber now coming back into the mix, though. They can actually turn this still. LYON are not quite sure how they want to approach it, and they're going to sacrifice Lions, the support. C9 will get one on the way out.
This game already is more fun than the previous
Oh,
game.
yeah.
We, for one, we have got kills, but second, those were some slick Poppy plays, actually. Not only just the kill, getting the flash and the stun there onto Thanatos under the tower, but then he also ults and peels to be able to save his teammate. Unfortunately for them, Lions does get chased down, and the flashes are burned there as well. In the end, Cloud9 still get back and get the extra grub here. I believe Blabber will collect 2. There you go.
There we go.
So he gets the extra little one. Again, you have to get all of a pack for it to count towards feats.
Yep.
But still does count towards trying to get your grub buff bonus of 4 so you can spawn the Might.
And look at Henna here. He went for an attempt while everything was happening topside, because he had solo level, or solo lane rather, to get that XP. But nice play from Licorice.
Yeah, Sven immediately throwing up his favorite emote of all. Oh, getting into it there. Throwing up his favorite emote of all time with the question mark frog there, though, because flash used offensively. We'll see if that does end up getting punished.
I like the look from Henna, though. I'd rather have attempts like that go south than no attempts at all, which is a little bit of what Game 1 felt like.
Most
but
definitely same.
And right, just from a viewer experience, maybe. If you're a pro player, I suppose the opinion could be slightly different. Dragon's on the map right now, though, so that's what I want to bring our attention to next here, because currently neither team has really secured that neutral objective to stack those feats of strength. Dragon could be big.
Yeah, definitely could. Of course, also tied in the race for 3 kills. Like, this game is infinitely closer than our previous game, so we shall see if Mr. Licorice gets this take the spotlight once again, or if Cloud9 will continue their setup ways here. Moving from mid into the Dragon, easily should be able to take this one. But we do have some members poking around, and you are looking at, namely, the Vi plus Ahri post level 6 combo.
We're looking at a flashless Henna right now, who cleanses very late and gives Blabber time to get in range. Henna goes down, Vulcan with the kill credit.
That's why Sven emoted after the earlier play, because he's like, I'm going to get you later.
Just you wait.
Not right now. But you come at the king, you best not miss. Punishment
rudeness
there.
Will have cost.
There it is.
And there it is again.
There we go. Regardless, he spams. I think he's like under contract to spam that every minute anyway.
Jack snuck that into the contract. He's like, for content,
yeah,
you have to make sure. He loves his co-streaming.
Love the Papega frogs. They're just the best.
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, that's great to pick up the kill onto Henna. The gold credit onto Vulcan, But the bigger thing that I want to talk about is the fact that the Dragon was just uncontested. We've seen a couple of times ODLAN go for resets at times that C9 is starting an objective. That happened last game a couple of times too. And it's a little concerning to see from the jungler on a champion like Vi that wants to go in to just be so off on these timings and just giving Cloud9 these objectives.
Well, they're definitely grouping for a dive bottom, even though topside is trading heavily. LYON are in here pretty deep.
Vulcan's all alone right now. They actually see him. No flash from the earlier play. Has the Solar Flare available and the team behind him. Solar Flare lands. He might go down, but he'll at least take 2 with him. C9 getting the kill on the Lions and ODLAN.
Yeah, the issue here, Cloud9 seeing the play from LYON and then coming over to contest it, they want Vulcan to be the one soaking a Vi Ahri combo.
That's
Vi Ahri combo can kill anyone. So if that combo is killing your support, your tank support, then that's the best of all worlds. And Cloud9 letting him lead the charge there so they can kind of soak that combo.
And best part, it barely killed him in time. Like, he still got a Solar Flare off. He still got his Aftershock prop. So Vulcan bought a lot of space for Loki to come in there.
So now you're looking at the cooldowns, and Cloud9 are thinking, not only do we just defend that play really well, and we come out ahead, but
maybe a solo kill. No, Loki doesn't have the Fate Sealed.
Yeah, but things get scary for Saint because he has no ultimate anymore, and definitely going to see what they can do to reverse their fates, though. Licorice heads down to try and help with the vision fight.
They just don't have the damage to really threaten Blabber right now. Now Henna's coming back over, but it's lethality, Varus. So there's the ultimate onto Vulcan, knocking this Leona away. LYON, it looked like they were going for the play themselves, but then instead they just have to back off.
Oh, they're giving it up now. So Cloud9 are guaranteed this because they just teleported Saint down to bottom side. Saint's like, you know what? There's 0 chance we win this. Licorice just used Poppy ultimate. We don't even have a chance of like ulting out Blabber and stealing one some weird way. So Saint just immediately teleports down to the bottom side, trying to get more money on Ahri. Does have the Malignance for himself. So maybe he wants to make a play before Loki gets Blade of the Rune King or something. But because Loki and Cloud9 have that teleport advantage now, those grubs are for sure forfeit. Those are all Cloud9's.
Yeah.
And gets them to that 5 mark, so at least they'll spawn one of the Void Mites.
And they have the Dragon as well, so one more objective to go towards that feat of strength. I believe the first blood was picked up. Yeah, Licorice got the first blood, though, so it will come down to that first turret as well.
I love the influx of Heartsteel builders as well for junglers, because Skarner started it obviously a very long time ago and kind of led the charge, but it feels so much nicer as a tank to like not have to just be a tank and to get Heartsteel procs. Like it feels
there's a mini game now.
It feels so good. Like the audio feedback, like it just it sounds good, it feels good, and Blabber's gonna have that combat Sejuani with the Heartsteel procs here for himself. And Sejuani does have decent health ceilings as well, though not as crazy as Skarner.
What's more dopamine rush, getting the Heartsteel stack or being Sivir and static shiv wave clearing a wave?
I mean, for sure Heartsteel.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Sivir already just annihilates waves anyway.
But man, that rush when you just one-shot it. Ooh, maybe a pick here onto Saint. Has the Spear Rush available. Charm lands. Vulcan now has the team behind him. Chain of Corruption used. We're going for the pick, and we find it. C9, we're not able to turn that one.
LYON Lion with the pick here. Their comp is all about picks, so you have to make that happen. This is exactly the scenario they're looking for. They get Vulcan here away from the rest of his team, so they have plenty of time to actually finish the kill before the rest of the Cloud9 response arrives in the river.
Oh, and we're going for even more under the mid turret. Shut down on the Sven. Lion roaring to life.
Lion are doing it here, trying to snowball again. The kind of what we're looking for. Grab that pick and then turn it into the next play, the next objective. They go for the extra dive there towards mid and try to get some momentum. Meanwhile, though, of course, Loki will take his toll.
That's the issue, is that, yes, you get the kill, you get a shutdown, you take away Raptors. Loki's getting first turret for this, and when we're racing for that feat of strength, yeah, look at that. C9's able to pick that one up.
Yeah, they got the kills first, so that plus towers, easy peasy collection for them. And they're going to get the dragons to boot as well in the aftermath, so extra overload on those. I'm actually most worried now about all these deep wards. Actually, good zoom out by the observers, because not only did Cloud9 get the bottom tower to take away that defense, take the dragon, but left a bunch of deep wards in the red quadrant of the jungle here for Lion. So we'll see. Saint trying to answer on top side, but it's going to take a little while for him. And Loki, since he is now past his Blade of the Rune King, like Blade of the Rune King onto Yone is so much threat. We'll see if he's able to pull out any actual combat style here, because so far it's been a lot of PvE.
Yeah, and even that TP that you talked about earlier from Saint, he wasn't able to get that 1v1 onto Loki with the item spike that he had, and now that Loki's back in it, up about a wave of CS, and confidently walking up onto Saint, looking to, you know, pad his stats in that 1v1 matchup. What was it, 9-4, 9-5 win rate at the beginning of the day?
Yeah, 9-4.
9-4.
Their all-time matchup in LCK Challengers. See about this one. I mean, we're still looking at 42 Heartsteel stacks as well on Blabber. Since we last talked about it, hasn't added any stacks, so lack of dopamine there.
Yeah, what are you doing, Blabber? Come on, there's expectations once you build this item. It's going to clear out the wards, though, as the Herald is spawning. We're going for a deep teleport play right now and engaging yet again on the Vulcan. It's the Leona as the focus. Ven's getting massive damage. Here comes Loki as C9 might be able to turn it, but Lion do pick up one. Shut down on the Blabber. Vulcan's down two, and Loki could not get enough done. It's only Licorice that goes out, but maybe Thanatos can. Sven's untouched, still in the fight. Thanatos is able to gnar into the wall. Lions has a flash to safety, but Saint is still up there. Flash from Henna for the shutdown. Thanatos falls. Lion win the team fight.
Yo, Lion are scrapping their way back into this game. Henna hits those ones, flashes for it, gets the kill. Lion are victorious. Can they get an objective out of it, though? The only thing would be the top tower. And since we're going to replay, we won't see quite if Saint sticks around to finish off that top tower. It'd actually be very big. Like, the solo tower gold up there would be huge. But anyway, back to this replay that started all out was, again, that teleport, and they're looking for it. And the chase through here and the shutdown that also goes the way of Saint.
And what a play from Lions there. He's able to just completely lock Loki away from the fight when he went for the initial engage, and it sets Henna up and Saint up to basically be unthreatened and just DPS in that fight. And Henna stepping up as king of the pride right now. 5-1-2 with 2 items completed.
Lion did not have a lot of deep wards, but they had that ward. So that was a good one. Teleport in on.
Gotta work with what you got.
Constantly looking for these picks here with all of the tools from Champs like we were talking about. Really making use of them in game number 2. Looking so much more proactive here. Now trying to start up an objective in the Rift Herald. It's not a huge one, but Thanatos, you can see him walking down there from the bottom lane. He's walking all the way up. Probably won't be here in time, so should be over to Lion.
And now Blabber's looking for his own play here onto Henna, and Vulcan gets onto him as well. Henna has the support to back him up. Now can the rest of Lion get out? The AD carry has been saved. Operation Get Down, Mr. President is a success. But can C9 cake the support? Oh, Lions lives too! Nobody picked off.
Yeah, it's kind of a heist there. They actually got the Herald, got the eyeball picked up too. Sometimes you have to leave the eyeball behind and run and scramble for your lives, but they get out with their lives and the eyeball as well. It's going to be probably a sacrifice of this tower with both Loki and Thanatos here. This thing goes down pretty quickly, but look, they do want to try and maybe make a long play after. Vi ult is there, but there's no ult on Saint, so the follow-up would just be way too far, and going to have to call it quits on that possible rebuttal.
And I'm going to say, Kobe, I know this is crazy to hear. I think I saw a flower on the map that could have been picked up there. We might actually have the fun Atacon coming up here. We'll see what actually happens.
Yeah,
As it's spawning now in about a minute's time, so these teams need to start thinking about that. And it's going to coincide very close with the Dragon. 40 seconds for that objective.
All right, bottom side will be the prio. And again, Cloud9 are the ones that have had their deeper wards on the bottom side to control it. But looks like there is a little bit of defense on the way. Gonna be kind of hard though without either side turret there for LYON. Cloud9 have kind of superiority in their side lane push with the Gnar and the Yone. Both of them getting the early pushes and then looking to converge with the rest of the team.
Dragon now spawning in LYON currently in the river here, trying to control the access points for C9 that have a little more vision down, and Saint missing that charm. Vulcan should have known that there was an Arya in there because of that forward ward in mid lane. Now C9 can just walk up and take control of this. Teleport from Sven. Everyone from C9 are circling around the Dragon objective. If they win this fight, it's not only Dragon, but that's also that Atacon.
Thanatos just went mini Gnar, so it's going to need a little time to charge up the Gnar rage bar.
Ooh, we actually just throw the Poppy ult down, and we're going to lock Loki down. Fate sealed to get to safety.
That charm under tower, locking Loki up and allowing Licorice to get in there for the chunk. They don't actually get the kill, but from downtown!
The snipe onto Saint! As he will fall, the Herald takes a turret, gets another charge, but LYON are down a member.
Oh my goodness, LYON had like the pick under tower and the big chunk, but their mid laner is the one that ends up going down. Sven from downtown. He hits those, the three-pointer, and it's going to be the objective afterwards as well.
Yeah, there we go. C9 picking up their third Dragon of the game, but what a game it's been, Kobe. After the stomp that was game one, this is a different look for LYON, different draft. Obviously, it is Fearless. They have to, but a much better look regardless of being behind right now. We have a game of League of Legends in front of us because of plays like this. LYON almost are able to make it work.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, you get the charm and you get the Poppy ult out so that they can then try and burst him under tower, but Loki survives. And then the recall spot here.
Oh,
donks
dead center.
Horizon Focus plus Seraph's Embrace here for Sven. Dead on sweet spot.
Rough stuff right there. C9 again with that Dragon. Now they're one away from that soul. And the Atacon is still available to them. Baron spawning in 3 minutes time, so the Atacon is where you need to keep your vision down. C9 are doing a great job of that, as Thanatos is also pushing the top lane right now onto Licorice here. Has amassed himself also a very solid individual lead. Yet again here, just from CS.
I'm still just reeling from that last play. You love to see it when, like, Horizon Focus doesn't get built a lot. But when you get to see it in action, and then the actual follow-up, because he's got the vision there, like that's what it was made for. That was what it was built for.
Saint gonna be marching home here in a second.
Nice.
Has to pop the ultimate and the stasis. He's able to dodge out a lot of damage right now. Charm and Hedda turns the play. Saint just baited Loki into his death in the pit. As Atacon could be the focus now.
That was so close. Saint, insane reactions right there. Barely gets his stasis off. Barely able to avoid it. Licorice getting chunked down, though.
Taking a lot of damage right now as Thanatos is stacking up that Gnar rage bar. He flashes in. One more on him with Licorice. He's burning down. He's still alive. Charm goes wide from Saint. Trying to turn the place. He's teleported back into the bottom lane, but C9 don't have to force anything. They can back off right now. Yeah, they lose their mid laner for an attempted pick, but end of the day, nobody will get the objective.
Let's see here. Yeah, they're going to let it calm down. No teleport left on Loki, so even though he respawns now, going to have to walk the entire way. And we're going to get round number 2, honestly. I assume resets and then just return right to the area here. Looks like all Cloud9 heading down mid lane, though, so they have options.
Also, I know I teased it. Nah, it is still Voracious Atacon, so yeah.
Well, you sound so depressed. You don't like it?
You know, one day we'll get Ruinous. I believe. One day my solo queue experience will be what the pros experience as well. But not this a day. Thanatos might be in trouble here. He's stacking up that Gnar Rage bar, but he does not have flash available. So if they get a pick here, no flash, no teleport, that would be big, but he's just going to clear the wave and walk away. Oh, maybe it's the Lions now. Everyone's just looking for these little opportunities, these little pick potentials. Charm goes wide onto Blabber. Now Thanatos over the wall. Does he want to go for it? No. That would be a one-way journey, and the damage is a little too far away. C9 instead are just going for the mid-wave push.
I mean, they've got full prio on it, too. Going to be really hard for LYON to try and rotate over to deal with this minion wave. And with Ziggs, that thing is gone.
Very fast turret taking from this champion. Yes, the passive damage from the autos to turrets went down a little bit a couple patches ago, but he still does have that ability to satchel charge them down. As now they also control the access point to the Atacon in the bottom river right now.
Blabber's got his unending despair here to follow up his Heartsteel too, so he definitely has the dual resistances, the sustain here, try and get multiple Heartsteel procs off within that team fight. See if he can live that Heartsteel dream.
That unending despair change to have magic resist and armor. Oh, love it for tanks. Such an efficient item to purchase right now.
They wanted to push it for just this kind of case where like you're starting out with a first health item, so then you can go into kind of that universal utility there for it. Baron does arrive on the map, and so then you saw right there the transformation, the buff turns into the Baron empowered buff, so everybody grabs that red buff for the side of Cloud9 in preparation for a bot side fight. It's only 30 seconds away from the Dragon Soul, and LYON really do thrive when they get picks with this comp. We'll see if the controlled setup here actually goes the way of Cloud9, because currently with teleport, you've got Loki pushing topside.
Ooh.
Doesn't look
Nobody
like
has teleport available right now. Licorice, yeah, I believe. Oh no, that is off cooldown right now. So he could answer. But that's a big point that I want to talk about is, yes, they have the pick potential, but we talked early in the game, the things Poppy can do at team fights with the Keeper's Verdict. You can knock away Blabber and then suddenly win the smite because there is no smite fight. And then that can throw a wrench in C9's plans, who also wouldn't mind finding their own pick right now if they can manage it. Controlling vision on the access points is the name of the game, as LYON will start to approach. Teleport from Licorice mid here as C9 are now holding the line with their control wards. LYON are approaching from the river as Loki's over the wall, but he's spotted. The charm lands, but actually makes him walk away from Saint right there because of the pathing on the wall. So just a little chunk as LYON's also taking damage. The poke from Sven, now the engage from C9. Licorice almost pop, and now the turn play here, locking it down Thanatos, but Odiland, that was a one-way journey. Loki slays him down as LYON losing their jungler will have to back away.
I got to give props to Thanatos on this one. He absorbed everything there.
Yeah.
He completely spaced Licorice's ultimate, the Poppy ultimate going out there. He just dodges it, walks backwards, and then he's the one who walks up to allow the Vi to ult him just as he wants, banging the Gnar, and then jumping back and peeling too. Like, Thanatos did so much like absorbing and drawing out and baiting out the frontline tools. Look at him on the mini Gnar on top side. Like, he's able to perfectly space the Poppy ultimate there, and then when they get the Sejuani turn and force Licorice out, then he's like, oh, it's safe to go actually soak Vi ulti here, and then him plus the extra peel from Leona allows the perfect turn. That was quite nicely and like patiently done from C9.
Also great for Loki to patiently not use Fate Sealed immediately onto Licorice. That was the person that they kind of chunked out to begin with, but that steadfast presence is going to make that hard to get on top of him, so Loki just holds it for later in the fight where he's able to guarantee the kill onto Odiland. That is now Dragon Soul with the Atacon picked up by C9. 2,500 gold lead. It's looking rough here for the chances of LYON in this game too.
Let's see. Maybe, I mean, if you can try and play really, really defensively and like wait out the timer of the GAs, then maybe you have a chance. It's just, it's so hard. The counterplay, like they'll just come dive you out of tower anyway and just try and get the tower and then go to Baron, because Baron being on the map while you have Atacon GA is actually kind of cheat code. Just go in full send on any fight. Like Cloud9 are pushing their waves now, and then try and force something.
Right now the play's onto Licorice here. Steadfast Presence runs away as Thanatos and Saint are soloing each other in the bot lane. Loki's going to push his top wave in. That's the nice thing about the buff as well, is that it just kind of forces the opponent to wonder what you're going to do. LYON locked down right now. The support is taken off the rift. Sven on a killing spree right now as they're also looking at Henna. Flashes away from the Fate Sealed. Loses the spell shield. Thanatos, meanwhile, in the bottom lane in a 1v2 situation. That is something for LYON, but that is the GA. And Thanatos is going to spawn right back onto the rift. He has the teleport available, and they're going to teleport in looking at the Baron.
Yep, and that was Ahri ult used to try and kill him as well. So now not only is Rakan still dead, but no Ahri ultimates. Thanatos, as you say, immediately teleports back out. They start up the Baron.
I mean, again, Licorice has the ultimate available. Oh, he's just getting chunked out by Sven, though. Great look for Sven to realize, I don't need a DPS Baron. Just keep away the Keeper's Verdict. Because Licorice knocking away your jungler, and then the Vi getting the pit's really the only way that LYON get out of this one. Now Licorice, unfortunately the rest of the team was not around him. He was looking for an avenue in there. But a rough look it was, as C9 will take another kill. They get the Baron buff, and now they might just look to put the ending screws on this game. One Baron wave pushing mid as Loki goes top.
All right, C9 here. Baron buff on, and the siege will be a lot more simplistic than usual. They've got the Ziggs. Sven can just blow up the tower, so they play 4-1 split push. Bide your time, wait for Loki to get his wave up to the tower and collect.
Ooh, but it looks like LYON are going for a desperation play right now. They're finding Sven and they lock him down, burst it down and shut down. Saint with the gold as he picks up a double kill, another onto Vulcan.
Hey, good force play here from LYON. Try and put a stop to that. If they could just limit a single tower being taken on the top side of the map, that is actually huge for them. Nice full send here, trying to get the pick, actually killing Sven.
Yeah, what a look for LYON. This is what they need to do with this composition. We've talked about it so far throughout the entire game. Find the picks. Sven and Vulcan were a little separated from the rest of the team. And if you can find them in that type of situation, you can get the champion advantage on the Rift. Unfortunately, there's not much more they can get for it other than just correcting their wave states. It's not like they had a pushing wave that they can go take a turret or pick up a Elder Dragon of their own. Going to be spawning here in a minute 50 time, but at least they can push these waves, maybe look for an outer turret top side, and then reset to spend the gold.
Yeah, another objective. Okay. Every little bit of gold really, really helping here. Objective bounty down, tower gold here collected for the carries. See if they can put that to use. Reset for Cloud9 though. Again, control all three waves. Loki still has teleport, so just keep having that Yone split push his wave on up. Mountain Soul Shields, also very, very annoying for the bursty comp here for LYON.
And talking about the pick potential, Saint needs to be aware that Quicksilver Sash has been purchased by Loki, so that's going to be a harder champion to lock down. Henna as well. Chains of Corruption is not going to be enough to guarantee a kill onto the Yone.
Yeah, they've got
the
that.
shield bow as well.
That plus the Mikhails as well that Vulcan had for somebody else, so they're going to have a couple of outs.
And they're also just sieging right now. I mean, LYON, yeah, they got that one big pick. They get the turret topside, but they're losing the turret mid. And now they're just going for another play onto Sven deep under the turret. Chain of Corruption goes out, but Sven is A-OK. LYON start to fall apart at the seams. C9 give a double kill to Loki. And now 5 members pushing mid with the Baron-empowered waves. LYON are reeling as they're going to want that play back. Maybe they can hold at the Nexus turrets.
Yep, teleport comes in here. Loki's going to come to help finish the job too.
Henna's in trouble. He's getting pushed back. He cannot get a recall off. Blabber doesn't need to go for a kill. He just needs to delay. Heartsteel procs as C9 push in mid-wave. It's only going to be Licorice there. Blabber is taking a lot of damage here, so Henna will eventually kill him, but it's lethality Varus. That is cleanse used. If we kill Blabber and get the reset off, maybe it's worth it. One last Q, we don't even get it. Blabber's out of there, but the game is just over. C9 say welcome to the LTA North, and they will take a 2-0.
Cloud9, the coach.